Hastings, and this is the fog, and it's actually got a little bit lighter. This has been a pretty thick fog today. It will clear. Today is supposed to be a nice day, and I'm going to take advantage of that and do a trickle charge run down as far as, I think, Ranny Falls. I got to be careful with the batteries. They're a bit on the low side, and so short trip today, charge them up, and then the next 2 days the forecast is not looking good, so again 2 short days, and then of course the long trip on the Bay of Quinte. It's 9:24 and just getting ready to go in the lock at Hastings. The fog has finally burned off. It was like pea soup here an hour ago. Anyway, 9:24. I'm just going to putt along slowly today, do a recharge day because the batteries are still a little on the low side. Nice little cottages all along the way here. And this nice scenic area is just outside of Hastings. I'm now putting along at 7.4 kilometers an hour, drawing 520 watts, and I'm producing over 520 watts. So I'm now starting to trickle charge the batteries as I travel. That worked out well yesterday, despite the storm. Today I'm going to do the same thing, but not go quite as far, maybe 26 kilometers. Well, it's 12:15. We should be coming to Ranny Falls Lock shortly. But I've been able to manage this speed and also at the same time charge the batteries. I've been putting an average of about 200 watt hours into the battery banks. So that will, well, I mean, since 9 this morning, 9, 10, 11, 12, that's 3 hours. That's 600 watt hours back into the batteries. Not too bad. And it's starting to cloud up a little bit, but I think it's going to be good for the rest of the day. So I think I might see how far I can get while I'm still charging the batteries. Then I will stop, because there's a lot of little options for stopping along the way. The locks get closer and closer together. If I could get to Campbellford, that would be good, because I need to do a little bit of shopping. Got to pick up some souvenirs. There goes a couple of friends of mine from the Nortel days, Via days, Al and Linda Lesperance, and they just saw me go by. They're at their cottage, and so they came whipping out and said hi, and yeah, it's great running into them. Offered me a beer and that, but I'm on a tight schedule today. I want to get as far as I can while I have sunshine, because it looks like the next couple of days are going to be pretty miserable. I hope not, but that's what the forecast is saying. And even if I get down to Trenton by, well, late tomorrow, Monday's not looking very good to do the run on Bay of Quinte. So I'll keep an eye on the weather. I might have to hunker down on the lower Trent. We're at Ranny Falls, Lock 17, and they saw us coming, and they're opening the gates for us. So we'll go right in. There's 3 locks at Ranny Falls, so this is first one's 17, then we go through 16 and 15. 16. So this is the second lock at Healy Falls. These are massive locks, very modern. And then we'll go about a half a kilometer and then we'll hit the lock 15. And we are out of lock 14, lock 16, and we're headed for lock 15 just ahead. Didn't have to get, I need to get to Campbellford today for a bit of shopping, but at the bottom of this lock, it's really nice. I really like to stay there, or not at the bottom of this, actually right where that houseboat is staying. I pulled in there last week by mistake, thinking that was the lock 17, but this is a nice little location. If you ever want to find a secluded spot, lots of parkland, and there seems to be several boats there. But Healy Falls, top of Healy Falls 15, lock 15. Through the Healy Falls, lock 15, and 4 kilometers away to I think it's called Crow Bay or something like that, and then after that is Campbellford. So about 6 kilometers to Campbellford. Anyway, the clouds are starting to roll in now, so I'll have to keep a close eye on that. And get ready to pick a spot for the night. And then coming up to Crow Bay lock. So all the locks today that I've gone down through, Hastings was the only one that I had another boat in with me. I've had every lock to myself going down. So pretty peaceful. So Crow Bay, and then 2.5 kilometers to Campbellford lock. And a good possibility I might be staying at the bottom of Campbellford lock today, just because there's some bad weather clouds coming, and I don't want to get caught like I did yesterday. Well, I just did it. I just wasn't paying a friggin' attention what I was doing and hit a rock. So I've broken a prop. So I'm going to hobble back to the lock station, and I'm going to have to change a prop somehow in the water. Well, I have changed the prop, and that was an interesting process. I had to put a rope around me, hang out on an angle over the propeller, use my ratchet, and I got it off. So luckily I had 2 spare props. Anyways, the one reason I got way over here distracted, I was thinking, oh, there's a wide open channel. See the buoy up ahead, the green buoy, they said it has drifted way over to the side. And so I'm just going to head over that way, and I think I will go on the wrong side of it because that is just right on the bank. So I am to blame because I wasn't paying attention, but again, the channel marker is way off the mark. That's my excuse anyways. Here I'm at Ranny Falls, and This is day 19. Left Hastings this morning, went through the first walkthrough. As I went through, and I got to Ranny Falls, and I was met by a couple of boaters, Al and Linda Lesperance. I used to work with them back in the Nortel days and that, so I had a good little talk with them. They saw me go by, and so that was great. Continued my journey because it was a sunny day and I wanted to trickle charge the batteries as I went. Got to Lock 12, Crow Bay, came out of there, and combination of things, the buoy, green buoy, was way pushed to the side. So if you're coming through this area, watch for that because it's way out of place. Meanwhile, I thought it was a clear channel and it wasn't, and I went ahead and I broke a prop. So I hobbled back and to Crow Bay, fixed the prop, changed the prop. Luckily I had a couple spare ones. On my way again, then this guy on the side of the bank was waving at me, and it was my buddy Phil Rattan from Belleville. He had come up here and to meet up with me, and so met up with him here at the lock at Ranny Falls, and of course had a couple of beer, and then another person came by that I just befriended on Facebook, showed up and had a great conversation, and Kai Jensen. So yeah, great time. So it was a little bit late getting things together, but overall a good day. The next few days aren't looking good in the forecast, but we'll see what happens in that. So I'll track the weather and see how far I get tomorrow.